What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stu Something back again with another video. I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody's staying safe, maxed up, social distancing. We got the election going on these past couple of days, and hope everybody got their vote in, and hoping everybody's good. We got a couple stories I want to talk about. Not going to take up too much of your time. That I found it to be really interesting. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like the video if you enjoyed yourself watching this, and comment down your thoughts on these two things that I'm about to talk about. Like I said, not gonna take up too much of your time. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So today, the first story I want to talk about is Russell Wilson and Sierra have decided to fund a charter school. If you don't know, Russell Wilson is the starting quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. He's a Super Bowl champion. Great story, great guy, and his wife Sierra, R&B superstar, queen, black queen, melanin, beautiful. Sure, I'll go on about Sierra, but hey. Back to the point. But they decided to fund a charter school, and what is so stuck out to me is they're donating about 1.75 million to this charter school in the Seattle area. I believe that this is a story that should be more talked about because they are funding a school. Like being African American and having those resources and the money to do so to help students in this area. I believe that's something that, yes, athletes in different sports, they definitely help their communities one way or the other. But I think this is something that should be more talked about. It's something that in the pandemic right now is very tough, where we see students and younglings in high school, middle school, and elementary school, they're gonna have to do like online learning and all like that. But I think this is definitely something that should be shedded in the light. I believe that we should see more people doing this, helping charter schools out, helping schools out in general. I personally believe that teachers don't get paid as they should be. The education system is, unfortunately, they're just treated poorly, in my opinion. And I think that this is an example of people in power, people who have the resources, the money to do something and make change. And I'm very proud to say that, hey, these are African Americans. These are people who are doing something in our community, from our community, I should say. And I couldn't be more happy to see this. So big shout out to Russell Wilson and Sierra for doing this. And hopefully we see other athletes and entrepreneurs and businessmen and businesswomen doing things like this, because our education system is very important, very, very important. Not to mention this school is called Cascade Midway Academy, and they wanted to show their appreciation by renaming the school after them, but they were like, no, that's not necessary. They just want to, fund the school, help the school. They're not going to be, in the day-to-day operations with the school, but just helping out the school with funds. So, like I said, I believe that's something that is very powerful. It's very awesome that they're doing that. A big shout out to them. The other big story that I wanted to talk about today is the NBA and their start date and what's going on between the NBPA and the NBA, the Player Association, if you didn't know. So right now there have been talks between the Player Association and the NBA, and they can't get a due date when they want to start the season. Some have said that there's been speculation about a date before Christmas, I think around the 22nd or 23rd of December. And Adam Silver, the commissioner, fears that if there's going to be a start date beyond January, they can lose out between $500 million to $1 billion in revenue. Now, we just seen that the NBA bubble was a great experiment. Athletes were staying safe, coaches were safe, trainers, everybody in the bubble was safe. There was no positive test. So I believe that if there is an ability to replicate that, I'm all for it. Do I believe that we should start this season later? It remains to be seen, because I feel like you had those teams in the bubble. I think it was about 22 of the teams in the bubble that worked really hard. I believe 6 or 8 of them had to fight to get into the playoffs, and they got sent home real quick. And then you had the series as they gone. So it was about a month later the season had gone. But not to mention, because of the pandemic, it was like a 3-month layoff. So it's like why do the players want to be pushed back a little bit? And the players, you gotta get that money at the end of the day. You gotta take care of your families, you gotta take care of your businesses and all like that because they're their own personal brands at the end of the day. So I think that, me personally, I believe that the players should get a break. I believe that the revenue is gonna come regardless. It does suck that business, and 500 mil to $1 billion in lost revenue, that's potential. I think that's very tough, and I think the league has some work to do with the NBA Players Association. I know the players don't want to lose their money. I think that there was some reports about how even if they just started 2 weeks early and 2 weeks of just training camp, how that can increase the revenue that they're possibly losing. Where I think that the players, because they're about their money, I think that they will and they should have that start date of 2 weeks early before the December 23rd start date. Take care of business and start playing ball. I definitely understand when it comes to the family aspect of players not want to be away from their families and whatnot, because it's Christmas time, it's the holidays. You want to be around your family with the holidays. So I think that this is going to be a story that's very eager to watch, and I hope everybody stays in tune with this, and I definitely will, because this is going to be interesting on when the NBA start date is going to be because of COVID-19 and the pandemic and how it changed all our lives. So I can't wait to see how that goes. These are my two stories of the week that caught my eye, caught my attention, and I'm definitely going to be staying in tune with these, and because I'm interested. Russell Sierra doing their thing, and then the NBA, I'm interested to see what's going on with the season. Hope everybody enjoyed this video. Comment, like, subscribe if you enjoy yourself, and I'm out.
Talking, you gotta show it.